Hello, everybody. Welcome to Most Wanted Topics. I'm your host, Kevin Dennison, here in Bloomington, Minnesota, at our favorite comic book shop, Most Wanted Comics. Atomic Tommy, how you doing?
I'm tired. It's been a busy weekend.
It was busy, but you know what? We have to kick things off right with a special thank you. You know, we had a birthday. It was our 1-year birthday, and boy, did we show up and show out, as they would say, as the youngsters say.
We don't say that. We don't say that.
Okay. Well, anyway, we had a warehouse sale as well as an in-store sale, and I just want to say a special thank you. We have the greatest customers on the planet.
We do. We really do.
We serve the community, and the community supports us, and we support them. They support us, and I just want to say thank you for having great customers. You all are great. We had a lot of fun. We did pizza.
We did cake.
Yep.
We had a really cool cake. You'll see it on the screen. It has our logo on it.
Yeah, it was just a fun day, and we had dollar books all around the room. People would come to the warehouse, and everything all the books in there were $1 each, so that was a lot of fun. Then at the store, we had some special savings going on, and the customers were happy. We were happy. So again, a special thank you for everyone. We look forward to many more years here, and I just want to say thank you. Now on with our favorite topic, the comic books of the week. Atomic Tommy, take it away.
Yeah, I read 2 books. We're going to talk about Avengers Twilight and Cobra Commander. We're going to bring in the Mighty Mafu to talk about Cobra Commander. But Avengers Twilight, Cobra Commander is going to run a little long, so I'm going to keep this one a little brief.
Okay.
But this one was really cool. It follows an old Captain America, some older heroes in a future, where we see a really old Luke Cage, a really old Matt Murdock, a really old Captain America after the super soldier serum has worn off. And, there's a lot that I can talk about with this in regards to sort of the real world connections and a lot of the things they take from the real world and they push into sort of into the future and what a lot of people think, politically and all that stuff that's in this book. It's a very deep book. It reminded me a little bit of Civil War. Not that this event is on the same level as Civil War, but some of the things in this book remind me of that. This is, and Marvel does this all the time. I think Marvel's a lot better at it than DC is. There's a lot of things to think about in reading this book. There's a lot that we can talk about, but we can be here all day, so we won't go into it. Too,
I got to say that back referring to the Civil War, that was an epic series when that came out.
That
was so hot when that came out. Everybody loved it. The story was great. It was the universe divided. It was a great concept, great writing, great art. Everything about it was cool.
Mm-hmm. And but yeah, Avengers Twilight was really cool. I think it's going a little slept on this week because of Cobra Commander. I think that's sort of toppling this book. But definitely give it a read. Check it out. Tell me what you think.
Cool. I'm going to step out a minute because I know the Mighty Mafu has wanted to chomp at the bit to talk about Cobra, so I won't lead that discussion. You can lead it and talk to Mafu about it. So in the meantime, enjoy this brand new commercial break by Jimmy Hart while we get ready to bring in the Mighty Mafu.
Hey, it's me, the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. Hey, Most Wanted Comics is where I go to get all of my comics, even my back issue comic books, and toys like Star Wars, G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, and even wrestling figures. Hey, if you want to check it out, you can check out mostwantedcomics.com or be there in person like I go in person. It's 9919 Lindale Avenue. It's Bloomington, Minnesota. That's what I like to call it. Most Wanted Comics. It's great, baby.
Joining me now, the Mighty Mafu to talk Cobra Commander. And look at that. You came dressed for the occasion. What do you got there? You got the Cobra Commander helmet? Wow. And you got your Cobra jersey. If you couldn't tell, he's a G.I. Joe fan. He's a Cobra fan.
Yes, I am.
Man, you must have really enjoyed this book.
Well, yes. And because I love G.I. Joe so much, why not dress for the occasion?
I know. Wow. This is the roleplay helmet from Cobra?
Yep.
Or Hasbro?
Yep. It is a role-playing helmet.
All right. Well,
Beautiful.
let's jump right in to talking about Cobra Commander. I'll kick it off because I think you can sort of come in with some explanations here. what I thought this was a really cool book. I thought it was, it was as cool and as enjoyable as Duke in Transformers, but I'll say I think it was a little less user friendly in a sense that with Duke and Transformers, it's like I didn't feel like I was missing anything when I read those books. I didn't feel like I needed any prior knowledge to the franchises or the characters to really follow what was happening. But with Cobra Commander, I did kind of feel like I was missing some information. Like we were thrown into this place, I think it's like Cobra Law or something like that, and I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know where we were. I didn't really know anything. I felt like I was missing something. So while, yes, I enjoyed the book, there's some really cool moments in this book. I think we're going to try and keep it spoiler-free.
Maybe.
Maybe we're going to try and keep spoiler-free, spoiler warning, but I did feel a little bit less, I wasn't able to keep up as much as the others. So tell me, what did you think, and what the heck is Cobra Law?
So I'm going to talk about Cobra Law briefly, and then I'm going to talk about how I like the book. So Cobra Law is basically led by this mechanical being called Globulus, and it's basically a group of colonies of scientists, I would say, of people. And some of them are scientists, like you see in the book. There are scientists. So I'm kind of thinking where there's scientists, and then there's also normal people just living in Cobra Law, like half biomechanical people, I would say. And that's where Cobra Commander is from. If you haven't seen G.I. Joe the movie, I would go watch that. That gives it some more detail too in Cobra Law. It also shows you Cobra Law, so I thought Globulus was cool in this one, and yeah, so that's a little bit about Cobra Law, just a brief summary, short summary, but here's some things I really liked about the book. I thought it was cool to see Megatron.
Yep, I said spoiler free, but that has now gone off the rails, out the window.
Well,
So,
things gonna happen. But, I think that was cool because I can totally see him rebuilding Megatron, like how he looked in the G2 line, because in the late 80s, early 90s, Megatron teamed up with Cobra, and they gave him a new body, his G2 tank green and purple body, so I can totally see that happening, maybe where Cobra Commander's rebuilding Megatron into his G2 appearance.
Maybe. I think, if we want to talk about Transformers for a second, this would be a cool way to sort of tie in, given that Optimus Prime now has Megatron's arm.
Yeah, and that he was found in the ice.
Found in the ice. I thought Cobra Commander was really cool, but again, it was just sort of things I couldn't really keep up with. I wasn't really following where we were or what was going on most of the time, but, that's just my lack of knowledge.
Yeah, that is your lack of knowledge of G.I. Joe. That's why I really have to teach you some stuff, man.
You do have to teach me some stuff. But, we had you on, talk about Cobra Commander. We'll have you on to talk about, I think, the next issue of Transformers.
Nice.
Because I think that's going to be heating up pretty soon. There's some big stuff, so we'll have you on to talk about that. Thanks for coming on to talk about Cobra Commander.
It was fun.
It was fun. All right. See you next time.
See ya.
Well, I gotta say that was some take by the Mighty Muffin. That was quite some outfit.
That was quite some outfit. He came prepared.
You know what?
The helmet, the jersey. Wow.
The guy gets excited for his take.
He does, and you gotta respect it. You gotta respect the fit.
He's more prepared than we are.
He usually is.
All right.
Usually we just get on here and wing it. I mean,
Well, why prepare? Prep is for wimps.
Playoffs.
Talk
about
prep.
Playoffs.
Why practice? What are you talking practice? Practice? Okay, we won't do any more dumb quotes. Let's go into what do we have to look forward to coming up.
Well, coming up this week, there are 2 books coming out that I'm excited for. One, Daredevil Black Armor #3. I've been loving that series. Everybody's been loving that series. That comes out this week. And also, Star Wars Thrawn Alliances #1, a new Thrawn title. That'll be exciting. Star Wars has been just a pile of nothing for a long time. I haven't enjoyed Star Wars comics in a long time, but I'm hoping that this changes my mind.
I'm not even going to call it your P.O. box because I agree completely. Except for Darth Vader, everything sucks.
And even Darth Vader now. Like I read
They've overdone Darth Vader.
They have overdone Darth Vader. I enjoyed Darth Vader when it first came out. Those first, that first series of Darth Vader was really cool.
Yeah,
and even like the first series of Star Wars when Marvel took it over again and redid it. What was that? 2014, 15? I want to say it was 2014.
It all runs since COVID. I can't tell time anymore.
I don't remember either. But now everything just feels really overdone, and I'm excited for Thrawn though.
Yeah, people like Thrawn. People like the character. They like the action figure. They like, it's cool. So we'll look forward to that coming out. And next week, too, we'll have some big announcements to make because we are going to continue having fun at this store. We're going to bring in some signers.
We are.
So next week, we hope to have some big announcements. I hope everybody has a great week. It's supposed to be warmer. We survived the deep freeze week.
We did.
We had a great birthday celebration.
Too cold.
But otherwise, everybody, you have a great week, and we'll talk to you next week, everybody.